Good morning, I am Todd Cotta. This is Brad, and this is King's Gun Center TV. Hello, and welcome to another, this is Season 2, Episode 2 of our morning coffee sessions. We're going to try and get these going maybe once a week or so. Brad's been great to want to volunteer and come help me. I seem to be having a difficult time trying to find co-hosts for this thing. Is that a good way of saying it?
We'll have to round some up.
Yes, exactly. But you know what? I love you helping me out here. We want to talk about some things going on, including it's a week from tomorrow is our Archery Center grand opening. Don't forget, PSE is going to be here, and they're going to be having demos. And if you want to win a bow, come over here and demo a PSE bow, and we'll give you a certificate to win a PSE bow. You know, what's nice about PSE compared to some other brands is they have all price ranges for their bows fully set up. And we have some really great bows for sale, including the Matthews line and PSE line.
Yeah.
Plus, we have all the accessories. We're getting new stuff in all the time, and we're really happy with Jeff Fabry teaching our classes last night. Yep. We have our Tuesday and Thursday night archery classes with Jeff, and it's been going really good.
They're full every time.
Hey, we need to go out. Maybe grab Brian, because in a few weeks, guess what movie's coming out? On 4/20.
Don't know.
Super Troopers 2.
Never seen Super Troopers alive.
You haven't?
I don't watch television.
Oh my gosh!
I don't watch movies.
You know, I'm sorry, but you got to watch Super Troopers.
I'll have to.
It's really special, and I've been watching the trailers. You know, when they. Retired deputy sheriff, and I don't really like cop movies, but that one there is very special. It's just a cult classic, is what it is.
It's comedy?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And all it is about a bunch of Vermont highway patrol guys, right on the border, and they're getting ready to lose their station because they don't get any work done.
Oh.
Okay.
Right. So they turn it up.
Basically, they do in a way. But there's some really classic moments in that one. And the new version is... So what happens is this movie was made on like a $200,000 budget. It was a comedy crew from the Northeast that wanted to do a cop comedy. So they did this thing called Super Troopers. It was based on that Reno 911 thing, kind of thing.
With the tight shorts.
Basically, yeah, Captain Dangle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, what happens is they do this really small budget film. It had a very limited run in the theaters. But when it went to DVD... It exploded.
I've heard of it. I've just never seen it.
Well, I guarantee you're going to laugh your way through it. Especially with much contact that you've had as a volunteer for the police department and knowing as many cops as you know.
Right.
It's really fun. But Super Troopers 2, they put a GoFundMe style account up back middle of last year. And they announced that they're going to open it up this day, and they were going to have it open for a couple days. And their goal was to raise $2 million to make part 2. Okay?
Yep.
In less than a day, they had $4.5 million donated to them.
Wow.
To make the movie.
I think I need a GoFundMe account. Fund Brad's vacations.
The premise, and you're going to love the premise of the second one. Remember, they're in Vermont, and they're north. They're a border CH or a highway patrol office with the Canadian border. Well, there was a mix-up in the international line between Canada and America, and it comes to find out this one county in the eastern side of Canada was drawn wrong, and it's now America. So they have to go up there and start working over the border, which is actually a Canadian community.
Right.
I think in Quebec or something. And it's them dealing with the Canadians now.
Oh, fun.
Oh my gosh, just the previews are so funny. If you get a chance, go to Google, YouTube, and go Super Troopers 2 and look at the trailer.
I got to watch Super Troopers 1 first.
Okay. So you've never ever heard
I've heard of
the meow thing?
I've heard people do it, but I didn't know what it was about. No.
Anyway.
I'm old.
What we want to talk to you about today is we have all of this backlash from the Florida shooting. And we have lots of people talking about different things. But it seems like the drumbeat now is going for ages.
Right.
And
21.
21 now. Right now, it's currently federal law is 18 for long guns or shotguns,
Right.
and then 21 for handguns. Fair enough. Ammo's the same way. Okay,
Right.
but now they want to move the shotguns and long guns up to 21 with that. Hear about that case up at Dick's in Fresno? Kid bought a 22 rifle, 20 years old. It was in Dros. It was in jail.
Right.
And when he went to pick it up 2 days ago, in the time that he bought the gun and picked it up,
They changed.
they changed the policy. They gave him his gun back and refused to give him his gun that was already registered to him. It was already registered to him, and they refused to give him his own gun.
Yeah. I think we got one party making all the rules and making them as fast as they want to, and as ridiculous as they want to. There's going to be a backlash. It's going to happen, either at the polls or some other way.
I don't know, but now they want to change, and even Trump has been
I know. Hedging.
a little bit about this. So, you ever heard of early application for the military when you're in high school?
Right. 17.
17, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can go fight a war.
And you can protect the liberty all around the world between
Right.
17 and 21 years old.
Right.
But
But you can do 4 years, come back, and not be able to own a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say that 18 years old aren't responsible enough for the responsibility of having a handgun, and I will emphatically deny that. They're showing these statistics. There was an article that we found on the Mercury News, the San Jose Mercury News, about what's going on in Sacramento right now, and this Rob Bonta of Oakland, he's a Democrat, is trying to make this 21 rule, and everybody is signing on to it. And then there's another lady, one of his partners from Berkeley, that her name is Nancy Skinner, and she contends that Californians under the age of 21 can't purchase alcohol, tobacco, or other health hazardous items, so why shouldn't it be guns too? So then, if they're irresponsible, if their brains aren't fully developed, as they're saying in the rumors and online and on the TV shows, if they're not a full adult by 21, then why do we allow them to vote?
Exactly. Let's see what Berkeley would say if we said that. If we said, okay, we'll do the 21 on the guns, but we're also going to do 21 on voting.
Yes.
And watch the college kids go absolutely crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, because they think they own politics right now.
Yeah, well, there is nothing in the amendments or the Constitution that says shall be able to vote.
Right.
Like shall
Own
a firearm.
Right.
So do we have a consensus? Is it 18 to be an adult or 21 to be an adult?
It depends what state you're in and who's running your state. You know.
Okay. So are we not? I mean, if I was a 17-year-old right now, or 18 or 19 or 20-year-old, and they're saying that I'm an idiot,
Right.
and that I don't know how to handle myself, and that I don't have the proper brain to be, no, I don't. I emphatically do not agree with that, because I know kids. I know lots and lots of kids. I have parents bringing them into my store here and spending time with them behind firearms. I know that's not true.
Training properly. Yeah,
I know that's not true.
You can go defend your country with a gun, but you can't come home from defending your country with a gun and defend your family with a gun.
No.
Right.
No.
Yeah, it makes sense to some people, but not to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, we probably shouldn't give California any ideas about when they should allow recruiters to work with children.
Right.
You know, so we probably shouldn't have recruiters on the high school campuses and college campuses until they're 21 years old. Maybe we can have them at bars.
Right.
We can have recruiters at bars because that's a 21
Right.
Zone.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see the colleges go crazy if we said okay on the guns, but also on voting.
Oh,
Watch how fast they change their mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think we have enough pro-gun people in Sacramento to pull that line.
No.
So we
don't have a voice.
They just keep stripping our rights and stripping our rights and stripping our rights.
Right.
This is a straight out attack on the Second Amendment. It's a straight out attack on civil rights. It's a straight out attack on what we consider to be an adult in America.
Step by step by step, little inch by inch by inch, they're taking our guns, our bullets, our rights to own guns.
And then what's after that?
But it's all written down. You know.
What's after that?
Confiscation.
We know what their end goal is.
Yeah.
But no, it's not. I'm talking about beyond confiscation. It's total domination of the people.
Sure it is. Every place that they've taken guns from people, there's been mass murder.
Every well-armed society has a lower violent crime rate than non-firearm countries.
Right.
We are half of England. We are 60% of France when it comes to violent crime rates.
If you take out like the 5 or 6 top cities that have the strictest gun laws, but they also have the highest gun crime rate, if you take out those 5 or 6, the United States is like number 189 out of 193.
Yes.
But those 5 cities are run by one particular party
Yeah.
who is anti-gun but pro-criminal.
Supporters of the bill here in this article from the Mercury News says that 70% of gun homicides are done by 4% of the population, which are people who are under 21 years old.
Right.
Okay? Now, are they talking about 18 to 21 or everybody under 21 years old? They're not declaring what that means.
Right.
Okay? So is 4% of the population everybody under 21 years old, or is it just that block there? Also, like you take out Chicago, if you take out
Baltimore,
you take out San Francisco, you take out New York City. I'm not even counting Los Angeles.
Oakland.
You take out Oakland, San Francisco, Baltimore, New York City, and Chicago. Take those 5 out, and that 17% drops down to 2.
Right. But they don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that.
Well, that'll wrap it up for our morning coffee session. And if you have any comments, please comment below. We'll put a link to this article right below our, so you can see exactly what they're saying in there. And this is definitely a party line thing. It is definitely a party line thing.
Like I say, one party's pushing this, the other party's pushing against it.
Once again, if you'd like to continue seeing us do our morning coffee sessions, please comment below and subscribe below. We would love to have you come back, and we can do our best to represent what we're doing here for you. Next Saturday, all day long, big thing. We got the swine team coming out for lunch. From the Grangeville swine team. They'll be selling some lunch out there to help raise their pigs for the fair coming up here. What else we got going on? We got the archery center blowing up. We got sales all over the store. Yep. It'll be great. Hey, you might be able to see this guy shooting some bows that day. This guy's here pretty good. He's pretty good.
For an old guy.
Hey, please subscribe, and thank you for watching King's Gun Center TV.
Now, Rabbit, a good cop does what before using his equipment in the field?
They test it?
They test it, exactly. Hey, you shooting today, Thorne?
Dead on all morning.
How about that little fella?
Oh, that little guy. I wouldn't worry about that little guy.
Good enough for me. You're my man.